I'm James Demer, the audio nomad, and today we're going to talk about the Kiwi Ears Aventus, which is a wired or wireless closed-back single dynamic driver headphone. Let's get into it. Kiwi Ears has been quite prolific in 2025 with the release of the Ardor, the Division, the Aventus, which we have here, the Athea, and the Ellipse. So that's 5 headphone models, and it's just April. That's a lot. Of the 5, the Kiwi Ears Aventus, which I want to say is $79, $79 or $89, I've seen it for both prices, is actually one of my favorites. And I'd like to tell you why. So before we get into the actual headphone itself, let's talk about what you get for your less than $100. No, you get the outer box, kind of gets this like accordion style sleeve. As I said, this is a wired and wireless, so you can do it Bluetooth wireless like you would with like the Ardor, Kiwi Ears Ardor, or wired, which is great because sometimes you want to plug in if you're on an airplane and you want to plug into the screen, or you just prefer listening to your music wired because you're going to get, better audio quality, whatever the reason. This will do both. Or maybe the battery dies and you want to just plug in. But you get 48 hours with the ANC on, active noise canceling, 82 hours with the ANC off. You get 18 hours with the ANC and the RGB, the red, green, blue on. And I'll show you the lights in a minute because the thing lights up. It's a 40 millimeter dynamic driver and a 10 millimeter dynamic driver. So it's a dual driver dynamic closed back IEM, Bluetooth 5.4. For less than $100, you get this nice, semi-hard case. It's actually a really nice clamshell case. Has a little carabiner on it. You get one basic cable. The headphone, the cable comes out of the left ear cup. It's a locking terminal, and then you get a right angle 3.5. I love this cable. This is the cable that I wish the Division came with. It's sort of just the right length. It's a decent quality cable. Feels pretty nice. You also get a USB-C terminated cable with a 3.5 locking for the ear cup. So you go 3.5 into your USB-C, so you can plug it into your computer's USB-C or the USB-C of a DAC if you want to do some DSPing. It's also how you would charge the device, so that's kind of cool. I haven't actually used this cable. I feel like the accessories that this comes with for sub $100, either the $79 or $89 price, is quite exceptional. The headphone itself is fairly weighty. I wouldn't say it's heavy, but it certainly doesn't feel light and cheap. It feels pretty nice. Lots of swiveling action with the ear cup, so this thing will fold up, pretty flat. You can kind of fold it up like this, or you could fold it flat if you want to, like that, as you can see, depending on how you want to travel with your headphones. The cups light up with this colorful RGB, and I think you can actually change if you quick press it. Yeah, so now you can get it to kind of flash. It does this as well. I would never, ever turn this on. I don't know why it's on the headphone, but if you do, or it's something that you like or something that you think would be fun, put it in the comments. It's just not for me. I think it's sort of a weird feature. Not really into it, but you can turn it off, so it doesn't really matter. The sort of matte, sort of the murdered out look of this headphone is quite nice. The headband is comfortable and cushy. The extension mechanism is quite precise. It does clickety click a lot of different times, so you can really dial in the fit of these. They stay in place, unlike the Athea, which I found tended to sort of slide a little bit after time. These kind of lock into place. They've got, fairly round ear cups. They're labeled left and right, which I like. Isolation is good. They sit on your head really well. Obviously take the glasses off. And once you get them in place, they tend to stay in place. So it's a very well thought out design. In terms of sound quality, in relationship to the 2025 5 Kiwi Ears headphones that have been released, these are my second favorite. The Ellipse being my first, which is an open back dynamic driver headphone. I really love the way those sound. These are, frankly, a very close second. And truthfully, I like the way they sound better than the Athea, the Ardor, and the Division. Maybe not a significant margin in all cases, but they're very, very good. Given the choice, this would probably be the one that I would go for, even over the Ellipse, because it's just so versatile. If you look at the graph of the Kiwi Ears Ellipse, and it's not my graph because I haven't graphed these headphones, they are really right in the sweet spot of what many people think a good quality headphone should sound like. It's not too bloated in the bass. It's not too weighty in the mids or too thin in the mids. It's certainly not anemic in the high frequency range, but it's also not sibilant either. It has a very pleasing presentation, and the sound stage is decently wide for a closed back. It also has what I consider very good isolation. So if you're in a busy area, if you're a DJ and you want to hear what's being monitored without the crowd getting in your ears, this would be a good way to go. If you're on a subway or you just need isolation in your office, this is a phenomenal solution. I'm going to keep this review brief. For sub $100, getting a headphone that has reasonably good active noise canceling and very good audio quality via Bluetooth or cabled, a really great case, exceptional build quality, and you even get lights if you want it. This is a super, super win for me. This is really one of my favorite Kiwi Ears products. Honestly, it's one of my favorite audio products of 2025 so far. The Kiwi Ears Aventus, in my opinion, is a must buy. I hope you get a chance to try them out either at a Can Jam or Expona show, which we'll be at next week. We're going to hit some DJ shows this summer and later on in the fall. And frankly, if you have any questions about this headphone, I'd love to hear your comments or your thoughts or your questions. Put them below. Thanks for watching. James Demer, the Audio Nomad. Until next time. This video is brought to you by Linsoul.com. Linsoul sells IEMs, headphones, amplifiers, digital to analog converters, cables, really just about anything you could want for personal hi-fi or even home hi-fi. Their prices are great, the quality is exceptional, and their customer service is really second to none. Check them out in the link below.